Hello, everyone. Today is Grandparents' Day, and I would like to honor the legacy of all grandparents with a spoken word poem about my paternal grandpa and grandma. I hope that this poem will spark your own journey down memory lane. Enjoy. My grandpa, raised on a farm, landed in the city, he was a jack of all trades, full of energy. The lights he hung, the outlets he installed, the cabinets he crafted in his workshop, the vegetables he grew in his garden, the cake he baked, the pants he hemmed on his sewing machine. In my childhood eyes, there was nothing around home Grandpa could not do. And my grandpa liked to drive. I recall one day he said, "Let's go for a ride." We got into Grandpa's Cadillac and glided up and down the hills of Maryland. Grandpa took us to one of his spots where he hunted for discarded stuff that in his hands would receive a second life. However, I must admit I was a bit embarrassed when I glanced out the back window to see my grandpa was checking out a broken exercise bicycle. Grandpa liked to have fun too, cranking up the basement stereo in the evenings. We showed Grandpa hip hop and he taught us card games. As I reflect upon my grandpa's life, the word fruitful comes to mind. For many family members, neighbors, and friends benefited from his bright mind and gifted hands. Today, Grandpa would be proud to know that his offspring have the same mind to create one project after another. Now, Grandpa thought it was cool that his granddaughter was seeing the world, for he had memories of his own of time spent abroad with the U.S. Merchant Marines. He could even converse a bit in French, the language I was studying in school. But Grandma, firmly rooted in another era, never could fully comprehend her eldest granddaughter's globe-trotting ways. Grandma had a wedding to plan, literally. One day in the kitchen, when she had my full attention, Grandma said she had something to show me. I followed her down the stairs to a previously unknown basement closet. She opened the door to reveal a treasure trove of kitchenware for me. Clearly, Graham and I had divergent views on what I should be doing in the near future. But when it came to clothes, we were on the same page. For Christmas and Easter season, Grandma searched New York City department stores like Macy's for Sunday dresses made of velvet ruffles and ribbons that would possess her granddaughters to prance and twirl throughout the church. Today, the coordinated outfits, accessories, and shoes that comprise my dress wardrobe would certainly meet Grandma's approval. By trade, Grandma was a beautician. On visits to her shop, she'd spend hours styling her granddaughter's practical everyday braids into a mass of Shirley Temple curls, making us two of the happiest girls. Not until adulthood, when I started doing my own curls, did I fully appreciate Grandma's labor of love for us. Now, it was a big deal going to my grandparents' house in Queens and later in Maryland, for the big state of Pennsylvania always stood between us. And when the family arrived, Grandma took great pride in planning a holiday feast, complete with at least two kinds of meat and sweet potato pie. And people were a priority to Grandma. She made time to call, correspond, and visit. For her weathered red address book was, in fact, an eternal record of acquaintances made throughout her lifetime. And around the house, many boxes and albums stored dated photos of people she knew, near and far, here and gone. In the winter of her life, Grandma got the desire of her heart, although not quite how she expected. A stroke left Grandma speechless. However, family members could read her facial expressions and know what she was thinking. And Grandma used her one good arm to give visitors directions. I recall that when I came close, Grandma wanted to touch my hair. I wonder, did it remind her of when she could give me my favorite curls and make me such a happy girl? Let's treasure our grandparents, everyone.